guys, Crew Blind Wave back. I'm Calvin.
Rick!
And we are continuing our watch through and catch up for Rick of Game of Thrones.
Episode 5. Super excited.
Yeah, what happened last episode?
Last episode, the big thing was Tyrion arrested.
Yes, by Catelyn Stark.
Indeed. We're going to get to see a dwarf hung.
It's going to be a short fall and a very quick stop.
Yep. Yes, it is.
Pun intended. So what else happened? We had a joust.
Yes, we
which
did.
Ended very bloodily.
The mountain wrecked a dude.
Yes,
He wrecked the man. Let me try to remember this. He wrecked the man that killed the Hand of the King.
Supposedly.
Yes.
That's what you gathered last time. That he got some sort of payoff.
Right.
And then was quickly dealt with.
Yep.
As a loose end.
Mm-hmm. Gruesome death.
It was a very gruesome death.
Now I'm excited.
Yeah.
That I'm not going to be quite so lost.
Yeah.
Because we have a map. Oh, wait.
This wasn't at the studio. This was still over at Eric's. So all of my searching was for naught.
Map of the world. The known world.
The known world. So you can tell that there are land masses that continue off the edge of the map.
There are. So there's a Dothraki Sea, which is green. Mm-hmm. We have painted mountains. We have bone mountains. Let's see what we got here. The Reach. Okay, so this is where we're mainly taking place here.
Yeah, and this is Westeros. Yep. All of this is Essos.
And it's on the west.
It is.
Cleverly
and this
named.
is on the east.
Okay, very good. So yeah, I think this will help a lot. It's got some of the major cities, some castles. Mm-hmm. Where's the wall? Up here.
Yes.
There's the wall. Okay.
The wall and Castle Black.
The lands of always winter.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Yeah.
So basically permafrost in fantasy talk.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, this is great. I'm not sure what the lines mean necessarily. It looks like roads, maybe, but I think roads are dotted lines, so I'm not sure what these things mean. It might be the march of the army. I'm not sure. Is there a legend? Nope.
No, not for those markers.
But in any case, it's going to be super helpful.
Yes. Maybe they're trade routes, possibly.
That could be.
I'm not sure.
But I like it.
Yes.
Very
So
excited.
now when we hear about a new place or there's a new place on the intro during the music and stuff, we'll know where they are.
Yep. I like it.
I knew where certain things were, but it's also difficult to describe to someone. It's like, this part over here is this, and then this is here, so
Sure.
that would be south of that. So, yeah, just for in your mind.
No, it's great.
And it puts it into perspective how large the Dothraki Sea is. It's
Sure.
like all plains land.
Right.
So,
It's a long way.
yes, it is. And considering that from Winterfell down to King's Landing, which down here took them about a month to travel
Sure.
with all the king's entourage and everything like that.
Right.
So it's no short distance.
Okay. Well, we have this.
Yes.
We have our notes.
Yes, indeed. And from last episode, I made some mistakes, so I was going to clarify those.
Okay.
While the Tullys are in the Riverlands, what I said is that they're from the Eyrie, which is both wrong and slightly right. Catelyn's sister was married to Lord Arryn, which was the Hand of the King.
Right.
And she now sits at the Eyrie.
Okay. But
So
she's not
she's-
from there.
She's from the Riverlands.
Okay.
The Hound is so named because he is the sworn sword of the prince, Prince Joffrey. So that was kind of a nickname from who was it named in that? It was Tywin, right?
Well, it's because he's Joffrey's bodyguard, but he also, the sigil of House Glenn is 3 hounds.
Right.
So it's
The
kind of
three-headed
like
dog.
You're called like the wolf and you're a Lannister, or a lion and you're...
Okay, that's right. Yeah, so his house sigil is the 3 dogs on a yellow field.
Right.
So he's kind of gotten that nickname.
Okay.
And also he's kind of like the dog of, the prince.
Sure.
Tells him whatever to do and
Yeah,
whatnot.
definitely. No, I mean, he's definitely in a servantile
Yeah.
function. Does the dirty work.
Such as running down the butcher's
Yes,
boy.
running down butcher boys. We're going to pick that up.
No, just let it fall.
All right.
We talked about a little bit before about the Iron Islands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, King's Landing is down
The
here.
Iron Islands aren't the actual. They weren't a kingdom.
No.
They were under the Starks in the Riverlands, and they rebelled.
Right under the gray.
The
Cloaks.
Greyjoys.
Greyjoys.
Yes.
Yes.
And then Castle Lock and Lannisport is that little area of the Lannisters. Then you have River Run.
Just your 7 main kingdoms is the north. On the west, you get the Castle Rock, where the Lannisters are, and then you have the Riverlands, the Erie. This is like King's Landing, so this is called Crownsland.
Yeah.
There's the Stormlands, where the Baratheons are from, and that's where King Baratheon's from. There's the Reach, which is like a lush green forest-like place, and then a desert called Dorne.
Okay.
And those are the 7 kingdoms that were
Right.
conquered and turned into one giant kingdom.
Now there was originally like 9 kingdoms.
There was
right?
originally a bunch of different games.
Yeah.
Like there are the Sea Crown Iron Island. What happened was this place was deserted. No one lived here, and then the First Men, which is the king called the King of the First Men in the Andals. The First Men were here, and then the Andals came from Essos and invaded, and the Andals created the 7 kingdoms.
Ah.
Okay, and then the Targaryens came over and conquered and turned it all into one, but they still call it the 7 kingdoms, and that's why the Targaryen, that Robert Baratheon, he sits on the Targaryen throne,
Okay.
and Daenerys Targaryen and her brother Viserys were ousted, and they
Right.
had to go over and hide.
Yeah,
and
they
he wants to
escaped.
come back and
Yeah.
do it again. So that's kind of how they connect.
All right.
All right.
I like it.
Yep.
Good. Does that put things in better perspective from my crappy understanding?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, Robert rebelled. The Mad King. Jaime kills him, and then the one reason Robert's king is because he actually is related to Targaryens a little bit. So a lot of people were confused, like, why is he king? Just because he won? It's like, no, he's got a claim.
Right.
So yeah, now we'll have this to call back to whenever you have a question of things
All right.
where things are. So
Our journey begins with a single click.
indeed, but first you got to hit it.
I did it.
Oh, hit it.
Our journey begins with a single click.
King's Landing, the Red Keep.
You've done good work, sisters.
The sisters are basically like
Life is strange. Not so many
medics,
years ago we fought
like
as
an
enemies
order
of
of
the
medics.
Sure.
Is that how you speak to your king?
It's like
Oh, it's funny, is it?
No, sir.
No, Your Grace.
No. You don't like the hand's joke?
You're torturing the poor boy.
You heard the hand. The king's too fat for his armor.
No, I'm not thirsty.
Drink. Your king commands it. Bow, you shits!
another favorite line.
He just paints like a
Paints his sigil on the.
modern sports events.
Yeah.
There is the mountain.
Where are you?
What does that look? Are they lovers? Well played.
Slight smile.
Yeah.
When will you be having your friend?
The king of comebacks. Uh-oh. Is this within the rules? That is a strong man.
Size of his sword.
And a dishonorable one. So the same rules apply as a Wookiee. Let the mountain win.
Somewhat.
Okay.
He is a very, very large, angry man.
Arms an assassin with his own blade. Can I gag you?
Makes a good point.
Why? Am I starting to
Or
make
maybe it
sense?
was a double buck.
Slingers. This must be the hill folk. Tie the dwarf. Give him an axe. See if he can put up a fight now. right away. Don't know that hit nearly as hard as it should have.
The rock?
Yeah. This things really go at a clip.
Yeah, they do.
Can never be too sure.
Roderick.
Yeah. People his age bleed just by like hitting their arm on a table.
He's basically Ned's right-hand man,
Yeah.
captain of the guard at Winterfell.
Sigil, Kraken.
I needed that lesson.
Attention. Pay attention.
Sorry.
Lords?
The Greyjoys.
She's the one that Jon Snow wanted to lay with, right?
I've always wanted.
Roz.
Might surprise you.
What's that?
Oh no. Oh, a dragon skull?
He's found one bastard already. He has the
They
book.
didn't grind them to dust.
The rest will come.
You recognize those two guys?
No.
Well, one was the voice of Varys, and the other was Illyrio from Essos, the master of the house that Daenerys and...
Okay.
The first to arrive and the last to leave.
Which one's the lion?
I
Which house?
admire your
Lannister?
industry.
Okay.
You do move.
Is it true that Sir Marlon of Tumblestone prefers amputees?
I think that's called
I
pegging.
heard the most awful rumor about a certain lord with a taste for fresh.
This must be your son. He has the look.
I'm a girl.
Did vengeance send you?
No one sent me, my lord. She's taken the imp.
How do they know that from the wall?
He was riding south.
Oh, looking for recruits, and you heard it.
He was riding south with Tyrion.
Uh-oh. This is gonna be a problem.
I'll impregnate the bitch.
They get along far too well for being enemies.
That is the Eyrie.
That would be difficult to take. Although,
Lord
there's
Stark,
no water
your
running
presence
to
has
it.
been requested in the small council.
The whore is pregnant.
He lingered on that so long.
Should the Dothraki invade, how many innocents will die? How
I mean, if you kill his wife, he might invade anyway.
For revenge.
Yeah.
And good luck to him.
Pretty jolly.
He's so happy. He needs to work on his one-liners, though. Imagine he has all the time. There's a perch.
The infamous sky cells of the Eyrie. You can escape if you want. The floors of the cells are tilted out, so if you fall asleep, you can fall to your death.
Nice. Does he invent bungee jumping?
Jealous. Was it really worth it? Losing him this way?
Why does she want Ned Stark there?
And I do know this.
What do you want?
This.
He's got what he wants. Wine and whores.
Our marriage?
He was taken at my command to answer for his crimes.
My lords! I bring the
Truth
city
may not
watch.
have been the best option. Wasn't wise, boy. I like how the hordes are watching. Ned's sword style reminds me of Geralt from The Witcher.
Yeah.
That's it for his fun. Are his daughters okay? Guess we'll find out next time.
So yeah.
Yeah, word travels fast. It was
Yeah.
a bold move.
He took credit for his wife's impulsiveness. But, I mean, what was he going to do?
Sure. I mean, he was already found out. Like, he's not going to deny it. Yeah. an interesting situation they find themselves in. One ransom for another.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the sister's queen is clearly mad.
The sister's, she's a lady of the castle.
Right.
Yeah.
So she's not going to be much help. She's just another rogue element.
You could say that, yeah. Lysa Arryn.
Yeah, so I don't know how they get out of this. He's not hand of the king anymore.
Mm-mm.
He's lost faith of the king.
Mm-hmm.
They both lost faith in each other, I suppose.
Yeah.
The king is a desperate man, afraid of everything around him.
Yeah.
Ghost coming across the sea.
He has some bad memories.
Yeah. So I wonder who the new king's hand will be, because they haven't made one yet.
I mean, it took him a month just to go up to Winterfell to ask Ned if he would be.
Right. So the previous hand of the king was killed by poison, Tears of Ys. Lys, I think I wrote it down as.
Tears of Lys.
Lys, yeah. Clearly by Sir Hugh.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems, anyway. And then Sir Hugh was killed.
Mm-hmm.
But, so I guess the question is, why was the Hand of the King killed? He was asking too many questions, finding out about all the king's bastards.
Yeah.
I guess trying to find an elder one that would reset the line of succession, maybe?
But would it be a legitimate claim? I mean, he is a bastard to a common woman.
That's true. I guess it just depends on their laws. I'm not familiar enough with them. I assume bastards don't inherit, but...
Well, I mean, the reason why Jon Snow's name is Snow is because...
Right, so he doesn't have any chance of inheritance.
Yeah.
Yeah, so why find all the bastards? Why ask all the questions?
And why is someone wanting to keep that in the dark?
Right. Through death.
Yeah. It's pretty final. They're not like, don't look at that.
I mean, that's
They're
not
like,
true. The White Walkers.
They're far away. Nobody knows about them.
Yeah, sure enough.
Nobody believes the Stark words. Winter is coming.
Well, I mean, Ned doesn't seem to believe his daughter very easily.
Well, I mean, she is, 9 or so?
I suppose.
So that kind of thing would be difficult to believe.
Yeah.
You know, your kid's smart. They make up lies to protect themselves from getting punishment. But then when her facts started lining up a little bit more believably,
Yeah.
then he took more notice.
So the spider was talking about the wolf and the lion fighting and how it wasn't just a two-player game anymore.
Mm-hmm.
About. So it seems you have the Lannisters and you have the Starks, and then you have they're called not the Aryans.
Targaryens?
Yeah. The Targaryens are the ones that have allied themselves with the Horsemen, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So they're all vying for the throne. And then it seems like the
Greyjoy?
Greyjoy, at least one of them is thinking of another rebellion. Maybe. Or at least seems fond.
You think Theon Greyjoy is wanting to rebel?
I think so. Yeah.
With all the talk of how proud his family was.
Sure. I mean, it's a good time for it, right? If you're going to have this civil war, then's the time to rebel. Make a settlement with both of them.
Right.
Just stay out of it, or join the side that you're going to think is going to win.
Yeah, and then make a deal with them. Hey, if I help you guys, give me a little something in return.
Yeah, so that's advantageous for him.
Yeah, it could be.
So Ned is stabbed non-lethally. They didn't take him prisoner. They were just like, get out of town and give me my brother back.
Well, the King's Watch was on the way. Those were all Lannister men.
Okay, so they were going to arrest him.
Yeah, but then, like, the fighting,
Sure.
the killing, you know, he doesn't, Jamie wasn't necessarily operating under
The law.
the law.
Right.
He was going to personally take him. But he wanted to have a bit of fun. He'd never gotten to fight Ned Stark before, so
No, and he didn't get to this time either.
didn't get to.
Poor guardsman
Yeah.
just got laid out.
Yeah, Jory, while he was away, he was Eddard's right-hand man. And he was a very good fighter. He took out 4 guards, spearmen at that.
Yeah.
So he was very good, but no match for Jamie.
No. So we're halfway through.
Yes, this is episode 5 of 10
Right. So we still have another half.
of this season.
Yeah, of the season.
And then 5 more seasons to
5
go.
more seasons. Of varying lengths, right? They're not all 10.
All 6 of the first seasons are 10 episodes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're certainly at a boiling point. Like the temperatures have been rising, but now it seems like the kettle's about to boil over.
Yeah. Where do you think the steam is going to go?
I think it's going to go all to I keep on calling them the Yorkists. The Starks.
The Starks.
Yeah.
The wolf.
The
Yes.
wolf. Yeah, I think it's all going to boil that way.
So, what do you think is going to happen? Should the steam go there? Like,
Well,
the Lannisters are going to try and get.
I'm trying to think of what
Tear it
crime
back.
he's committed. I mean, he's kidnapped. I don't know that that's punishable by death. Unless something happens to Tyrion. Like, I mean, they got ambushed. Like, if he would have died, like, that would have been really bad.
Yeah.
I don't think the season is going to end very well for the Starks. Or Robert, for that matter. If nothing else, of dying of diabetes.
Seems like he's well on his way.
It does. I mean, that's quite the potbelly.
It is. Yeah.
He has earned that.
He has.
Through-
That's been a lot of hard work he's
Yes.
been doing.
Yes, it
Get
has. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, it certainly seems like we're at a pinnacle, and then, like, I should say, the fuse is almost ready to explode.
Yeah.
And
It's,
who's the explosion going to hit?
Right.
I think it's going to hit Robert, and then after that, I think the Lannisters are going to try and take care of the Starks. So I think imprisonment, maybe, or exile.
Exile to where?
I mean, it could be to the Iron Islands, or
Iron Islands are still in the Seven Kingdoms.
yeah, but I mean, you exile them from their lands out of power.
To the Greyjoy lands.
Yeah, maybe
Oh, that would be poetic.
something like that, and then maybe they fight their way back somehow.
The Starks fight their way back.
They haven't been spending much time with the Dothraki.
No, there wasn't any Dothraki this episode.
Yeah, so they must be much farther away than just this season.
Well, they were heading to Vase Dothrak,
Right.
which was, to Viserys' reckoning, the wrong way. They were riding east instead of west towards the Narrow Sea. So it didn't really seem like Drogon was too worried about Viserys.
No, he didn't seem it. Yeah, I'm curious as to what his timing is. Like, if he's waiting for an event. Like, if he knows winter is coming, he's waiting for that. Or if he's in league with the Lannisters and is waiting for something to happen there. Like, he certainly seems to have his own agenda outside of everyone else. So I'm very curious about that. I'm also curious as to the gender of the child. That'll be very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't know yet.
Nope, not yet. So, very cool stuff. Yeah, I can't wait for season 6 or for episode 6.
Yeah, episode 6. Yeah.
So I guess that'll be next week. And speaking of season 7,
Yeah, season 7. Let's see, this is going to go out on the day that season 7 premieres.
right?
So
we're gonna keep doing these.
yeah, we're going to
But-
keep doing these. He's not going to watch the new season or anything like that. We're not going to be caught up by then. But just so you guys know, these will be going up every week on YouTube and Patreon.
Right.
And then season 7, we're going to be doing and getting them up ASAP right up to YouTube.
Sure.
So if
two
you happen
Game of
to
Thrones
see
every
these
week.
videos, yeah, for a while. Until we finish season 7.
Yeah.
It's going to be 2 episodes a week. You guys love that stuff.
Yeah. They love that stuff.
They love that stuff.
Well, thanks so much, Calvin.
Yep.
I feel a lot clearer this time with the map and with the little bit of explanation we had before.
Yeah.
So, a clearer picture, and it's a picture I'm not liking.
It seems very up in the air, very bleak.
Yeah. So, until then.
Yes. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to watch the next episode right now, you can go over to that button over there. That's our Patreon. You can go there and find out how to get next episode right now. Also, follow us on Twitch and go to our Discord.